Previously on Metaphor ReFantazio, the party had to solve a puzzle and defeat even more captains in order to finally gain access to the elevator. The necromancer Zorba tried to block their path, but the party used the portrait of Louise as a shield, knowing Zorba was too fanatical to attack it. Although the party defeated Zorba at the top of the cathedral, Zorba used his dying breath to reanimate the giant human in front of the cathedral. Fortunately, the human wasn't at full power, allowing the party to destroy its heart and finish their deadline early. Ever heard a conversation with Fabienne from out here about how he developed a human? But don't worry, I won't tell anyone, unless you want me to, that is. If I may say, I genuinely think what you did was amazing. You protected our city for us, and we should all be grateful. Yeah, Hulkenburg, I'll save you for last, because you might advance the day. Fabienne doesn't show it, but I bet she has it just as tough. I heard Maria isn't coming out of her room. I hope this will be able to keep it together.
What is it? What in the...
Or can't get through a single day without a drink. We've all been dull as shit in this life, haven't we? In other parts of town, they can't shut up about Louise or the king. So let me ask you, even if a proper upsetting bloke takes the crown, is that gonna fill my empty pockets? No way in hell, I say. People all got their ideas about what the country ought to be like, but at the end of the day, they'll never remember outcasts like us.
What is it? What in the...
I've heard the previous king loved to travel. Now, royalty might as well live in a completely separate world from me, but I can understand how he felt. I've no desire to stay in one place for an extended period of time.
What's it now?
Seems the trouble at the Grand Cathedral's been settled. I heard from a soldier I know that, apparently. They saw folks controlling a mysterious magic power without using igniters. Quite an intriguing tale. That's just a rumor, right? You want to see? Ho ho, careful taking the piss of your elders, boy. But yes, I can see how a young lad could believe it. When I served, I heard plenty of stories about the Annex War. Granted, igniters at the time weren't as developed as they are now. I remember one tale about a mage who could use real magic, even involved some secret ritual or what have you. I hope to witness it at least once before I die, but it seems slinking around the magic shop's the closest I'll get.
Oh, where was I?
Well, well.
I sense the presence of a new archetype. Might see them if you have mind to show me. What? I have a new archetype? Since when? Yeah, everything's the same so far. I already showed you literally everything I've done before.
You're here.
So you fought these humans a few times now, truly strange beings. Now that I think of it, I began hearing word of these humans around the same time the country began to slow plunge into turmoil. But with the power of the archetypes, you can fight them. You can stand as the hope of the people. I cannot know what choices you will make in the future, but I hope you reach the end you seek. Wait, there's something new here after all. Merchant, I thought I already looked at yours. Weird. Sometimes you order live heroes to shoot a blade, but won their fortune through masterful negotiation. Their souls together form the power of the merchant. Among them, the elite who seeks to control the world of profits and losses. Find victory in superior deal-making. I dubbed them a tycoon. The merchant archetype attacks with money rather than mine or buy, and bears the power to gain rewards beyond victory in battle. But even another lie, it's only as powerful as the war chest that funds it, and without coin, it has nothing. Let no merchant forget its truth.
We'll figure it out.
So this archetype increases battle rewards just by being in the party, and while its money-consuming skills are strong, we don't want to let them overspend. Yeah, apparently one of the few ways to deal almighty damage. Don't talk to me, Elda. Damn. But the fact that you had new dialogue means maybe someday you won't be racist? Maybe?
A minute.
If you ask me, what warrior needs most is agility and luck. First is agility, not only to beat your enemy to a punch, but also for escaping when you need to. And luck, to put it bluntly, that's all that matters in the end. Cowards who lack courage, they don't go out honorably, tell you what that. Even getting paid well is a matter of luck, isn't it? It's a theory of mine, but feel free to take it to heart. Apparently it might increase drop rates, which could help in the long run. I don't know.
Hey, listen.
You even have new stuff? I gotta worry about appraisals as well, huh?
What is it?
Human at the Grand Cathedral. Heard someone finally put it to the sword. Just goes to show, not even being in the capital means you're safe. So I made my choice. I'll buy the best weapon in the shop has to offer.
Lovely.
My husband said the army slayed the monster under the direction of Sanctifex Warden. That's good. I suppose as long as we have Sanctifex Warden, we have nothing to fear. Is that guy stealing the credit?
That's what we're pointing at.
Man. Alright, better sell all my loot as well. The Avadi's eggshell actually sells for quite a bit, huh?
Now then.
Too bad I can't keep the eggshell as a battle trophy to prove that my team was the one who killed it.
Listen.
How dare they mock me? Every last one of them. Poxy, lousy, no good run, son of a goddamn. If I had an igniter, I'd. Huh?
Come on.
Monster incidents in the Tradia Desert are on the rise. It's not surprising considering all the folks traveling here for the royal funeral. However, the army's struggling with our scant knowledge of monster ecology. If only we knew their weaknesses. I heard there's a man in Sunshade Row who's versed in that sort of thing. That we need to rely on such a person. It troubles me.
What is it? Anxious?
Amidst all panic about a human, there's a rumor spreading about a chap out there who can wield a peculiar sort of magic. Heard about it from a guard from at the Grand Cathedral. Some power they summon outside of proper igniters, where they change into a monstrous figure or such like. That's such a nightmare. First there's a human, then a necromancer. I've had it up to here with all this chaos.
Give it a phone, I say.
No, I've had enough. I heard there's still a monster about the Grand Cathedral. Really? The blasted Elda spawn is still about too. It's also ominous. We're done for. Does that mean I have to return her for a boss fight later? What?
Stop.
That'll be just fine.
I heard Louis went completely mad and I was wondering what would happen next, but it appears that everything has been cleaned up rather nicely. It's fine as long as we can live our lives far from any humans. This country will be safe, just as long as we place our trust in His Eminence Warden. Indeed, in the end, maintaining the status quo is the best path for this country. Some of our tribes complain, but they should leave if they hate this place so much. Damn, that sounds familiar.
Right.
Oh, the royal capital's ale is a unique delicacy, isn't it? To think I used to drink myself sick from cheap swill they peddled in my hometown. I shall never again disgrace my body by drinking that rubbish. Hooray for the Grand Trad.
Oh, me?
Oh, Closeray, the royal palace has taken to the skies. It's also scary. Before, during times like this, I could pray for our safety at the Grand Cathedral, but now I can't even do that. Thanks to the efforts of the royal army, the necromancer's rebellion has been quelled. Credit is also owed to the Sanctifex Warden, whose inspiring presence rallied the troops and boosted their morale. Once again, the one true God's reward our faith. Closeray.
Closeray.
Berg heading to the recruitment center for a bit.
Right.
Slipping a bounty's not a bad idea. Plus, it looks like none of the soldiers from your recruitment interview are here. If anyone gets suspicious, we can fake it by mentioning Hulkenburg.
Yeah?
Have you heard the news? The state army defeated a human. Splendid, isn't it? They should free up the soldiers for a bit. Hopefully those wanted posters of Hythlodaeus will catch your eye.
Look at that.
Sure, a lot of wanted posters.
Oh, yeah?
First place is Cafarina. Yeah, the Cafarina we know. The one who gave us Brawler. I guess she really is worth her salt. Impressive.
Yep.
Well, these contracts aren't anything you couldn't handle. It's just take a while to catch up with Cafarina. If only she would join the party. Lend us her fists.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Captain's gone. The Grand Cathedral's a mess. My work keeps piling up. What, you're here for bounties? Oh, sure, have a look. You can accept a bounty request at the recruitment center. These targets are very powerful. Will be rewarded in kind. Bounty requests are added over time, so don't forget to check back. Probably even stronger than the Guptaros. It's good you haven't been found out. Maybe I was worrying too much. Each of these bounties are quite formidable. Well, I wouldn't take them on unless you're really sure you're prepared. Do you have like recommended levels then? 10,000, rank 2. I need to slay the Maneater Manjula in the Tradia Desert, south of Grand Trad. The informant at Hush Honeybee in Grand Trad should have more details.
Huh?
10,000 reap just to defeat this monster. I guess they must be really struggling with it.
That's what you want.
Yeah, that's actually more than what I got for beating the Guptaros. That already bodes pretty poorly. Now, this one caught your attention. It's a request to slay a Maneater Manjula that's said to appear in the desert south of Grand Trad. Even though it has to run in the desert, it usually hides in its entourage of wild dogs. Take out enough wild dogs and it'll show itself eventually. The military's short-handed, so this one's been difficult to handle. He's still on the contract? Sure. You're brave for someone so young. Okay, it's all yours. To get to the desert, go through the large gate south of the Sun Lumio Street. After you walk a bit, you'll find it. Also, beasts aren't your only concern out there. You'll run into swarm sandworms if you're unlucky, so beware. As for the details, we're too understaffed to give you much, so just go ask an informant. That bunch just rubs me the wrong way, though.
Counting on you.
If we do somehow manage to slay Manjula, bring back the rampager tail as evidence. Good luck, and try not to get yourself killed out there.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Increase courage. No deadline, though. Mom hasn't come back. Dad said she went somewhere far away. I asked who was going to cook dinner. Dad started crying.
Closure.
Louise's faction has left, but the Grand Cathedral is in a horrible state. The non-human monsters are still there, too. Closeray, where do we even start? I can't believe Louise could do something so terrible. And yet he still has so many supporters. You know...
What's happened?
Looks like the mess of the Grand Cathedral's been resolved, but that doesn't mean it's all over. The human may be gone, but the monsters are still roaming the place. The people of the city seem to think the state army will do something about it. It's bollocks if you ask me. How the hell are we supposed to deal with monsters like that?
What's happened?
Damn right. Good go.
There's a map being handed out to the soldiers of the recruitment center. The military takes credit, but we're the ones who did the surveying. The Mage Academy, I mean. Even with it gone, the combined knowledge of its sages supports the country from its grave. That's amazing. Must have been tough work. Okay, what if I do flattery? I look back on it with pride, and yet to think this church closed its doors. Its wisdom was abandoned, and now look at who's suppressing that knowledge. I'll hold a grudge for the rest of my days, but talking with you makes me feel it less. Let me give this to you by way of thanks. Magla Potion. Let's hope I don't use it all up like I did back then.
Proper aces.
So many conversations around me. Ooh, it seems the humans at the cathedral's finally been taken care of. I knew that the state army and Sanctifex Warden would be able to handle it. The commotion caused by Louis is nothing to worry about. I have no doubt the Rock of the Faces will prove Sanctifex Warden's unchanging popularity.
You are.
So you say, but don't we find it a bit odd that Louis's face is a similar size? News of the royal funeral incident must have already spread throughout the country, and yet it seems many people still support Louis despite knowing about the ruckus he's caused. What are we to think of them? Man, that guy can just get away with everything. That's aside, there's a strange rumor going about. I heard that the state army has had mysterious collaborators helping them with the human subjugation. Supposedly, they fought with a strange magic that changed their appearance. Not even the Igniters work to boot. If that's true, then the human and those people. Better quit scaring people with such meaningless trouble, lest you'd like to end up on the gallows yourself. First of all, if that were true, I'm sure they'd go around telling everyone about it. But isn't it strange that it hasn't become a big enough topic for their faces to show up on the rock?
Look at that.
People are confused.
Proper aces.
What in tarnation?
Doesn't seem like the faces on the rock. Doesn't seem like the faces on the rock haven't moved. I think it's just gonna be Sanctifex Warden in the end. If that were to happen, I feel bad for a previous king. Must have been loads of trouble putting this stone up too.
What is it?
Amazing. Fancy a bit of...
You finally have it. 150 bucks.
Want in on this?
You surely heard of that stretch of desert to the south of here. That's Tradia Desert. It lies beyond the large gate. Most travelers and cargo arrive at Grand Trad after making their way through that desert. Consequently, there's no shortage of people who have been attacked while traveling through it. They're harassed on the journey by swarms of Valmo and giant monstrous birds. The threats are too numerous to name, but the worst is Maneater Manjula. Word is, not only does a breath burn like fire, it also spreads a foul poison. If you fight it, you should be wary of its howl. In addition to being resistant to the heat, fire magic is ineffective against it. The blaze only invigorates it, so mind your tactics. Maybe ice? Seriously, it's quite susceptible to cold, meaning ice magic is effective against it. You'd best remember that and prepare accordingly. That's about all I know. Unless you want to end up another set of bones getting bleached by the desert sun, you'd better know when to run. Okay. And wrote all that down for so I can look at it whenever. Alright, what's this entry? Tradia Desert, a stretch of desert that surrounds the royal capital, Grand Trad, and extends further southeast. Though 2 to 3 decades ago, the sandy plain was far less barren. The recent rapid desertification of the environment has taken its toll. One theory suggests that the Grand Cathedral blocks the winds from Ontario, which previously carried the sands to the river, and the resulting buildup contributed to the land's desertification. Since the rapid changes in the environment, giant sand-dwelling creatures have been sighted on and about the main road, never before seen near Grand Trad, sharply raising public concerns about the apparent deterioration of public safety. Oh, I wonder if that might end up eating into the church's popularity and possibly causing Louis to win in the long run. If he were to blame them for this.
Ah, 'tis you.
I know there's a little left to do, but wait, yet that has me more restless than anything.
Hail.
Oh, that's right. Have you a moment to talk? Sure.
The truth is...
Lately, I have felt a great pressure weighing on me. It's made it difficult to stay level-headed. I hope I might have your counsel. I must be dealt with swiftly, lest it affect my performance in battle. How would you cope with such burdens if it were me? I get some exercise. I read a book. Okay, I don't think this one actually matters, this choice. I guess some exercise. Sound enough, and thus occupied with your exertions, your mind's clear of distraction. And how about it? Would you like to train swordplay with me? Your technique is self-taught, I presume. This seems a fine opportunity to start you on some formal training. I'd like that.
Alright.
In that case, we shall need some training swords, so the weapons shop with us.
Alright.
A fine balanced weapon, though. Just for training only, but you'd never know it from the grip and swing. It's most nostalgic. I once trained a blade when I just become a real guardsman myself. It was not long after joining that I was assigned to the prince's retinue, and so I was desperate to improve. I was younger even than you are now, and probably notably unskilled. Each night I would slip past our commander's watch, join a comrade of mine in the dark, and spar with him until our hands were calloused and blistered.
Certainly.
Some bouts I won, some I lost. Despite all the times we crossed blades, we never did see who was better. Sounds like a worthy opponent. Sounds tough. What was he like?
Well,
Sounds like he was a worthy opponent. Nothing less. It was thanks to him that I improved by leaps and bounds. We swore we'd become royal knights worthy of the title, and rise to the heights of the order. We'd be champions.
surely you jest.
Call above. Hulkenburg, is it truly you? So it is you. You've returned.
Rotanth?
What coincidence. I was just speaking of a comrade and rival. This is the self-same man. And who's this pup? Pup, a friend of hers.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Allegory, a friend of hers.
Huh.
You associate with this boy? Disgraceful. What do you mean? I mean, I'm taking it back. You indulged the company of this Elda brat. You, once a proud member of the knighthood. Why does that strike you so?
Absurd.
It's almost like attracts like. The dirt suits a fallen knight.
You!
What? Oh, calm yourself, Hulkenburg. The commander of the Royal Knights is well within his bounds to judge your failures.
What?
Commander, you mean yourself?
Yes.
While you wandered as a vagrant, I earned both our share of honors. So I see.
And?
And you, clearly you've already given up on pulling yourself any higher. What has occupied you instead? I pursue a mission, one that far outweighs any glory found in the Order.
Whoops.
Oh, of course. When you couldn't save the prince, any dignity you had as a royal guard was well and duly snuffed, wasn't it? I suppose you had little choice but to cling to your search for his shadow. How dare! Choose your words with care. No need, I have nothing more to say. You disappoint me, Hulkenburg.
Sorry.
My apologies, I'm sorry I had to see that. Are you okay? Don't worry about it. What a scumbag.
Listen,
Are you okay, Hulkenburg? Just kinda ask. I do understand his anger. 'Twas by my choice that our promised paths diverged, after all. But we cannot afford to lose sight of our priorities. Allegory, let us fight onward in the name of His Royal Highness. That's the path I walk now. And sense Hulkenburg's earnest faith and deep trust. Rank 2.
I have not the luxury of regret.
Okay. Deuce mad cost of studying knight lineage. Hulkenburg may defend the protagonist from an attack on his weakness.
Pardon me.
I'm begging your pardon, but how do you know that fellow who just left? Really an old friend. You don't say. Well, see you around.
Very well.
Let's leave our training for another time.
Yes.
100 drills or 1,000 swings. We'll take an unsparing regiment to indeed to purge this destruction. Hulkenburg and I return to the others. Okay, 900 I think is the max I can get for this event. Back to Hush Honeybee Inn. I hear a voice. He seems promising, but... Brigitta comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her.
What is it?
They've reached out to my contact, but no information's come in from the army as of yet. All signs indicate quite a bit of internal turmoil. Perhaps this all scheming and plotting to ensure Forden takes the throne. Seems the trouble of the Grand Cathedral's calmed a bit. Less guards means more stealing, eh? Aye, we'll have our hands full for the time being, but who's this bloke who saved the Grand Cathedral? Must be damn skilled. Well, we'll probably never run into him.
Pardon?
Oh, might you be the Elda and the fairy I met at the band mine? Oh, it's you. I'm so glad you were able to make it the Grand Trad safe and sound. Took the words right out of my mouth. Didn't know what your circumstances were, but cutting through there wasn't a normal route by any means. No matter, though, seems we both made it. Grand Trad was in a bit of a rough state too, but things seem to be under control now. I have to say, the night market here is incredible as always. I took a quick look-see at the stalls and they've got the best of everything in the country. Doesn't seem like a bad idea to stock up here and visit some villages. I reckon I can get help from that lot from before, now that they've stopped with their thieving.
Alright then.
I even found myself a new vein here, fast as that was. Looks like I'll be doing a business trade and respectable like for the time being.
Well now, what are we on?
What, you unhappy with our wares, huh? No, that's not it. It's just the prices here are a bit... Buck up, Barcup. I'm lucky to have stock, considering that nightmare at the Grand Cathedral. If you don't like it, take your business over to that damn parapet.
Hello there.
How are things going? Grand Cathedral, we're still a ways away from taking it back, but at least we're now the humans and taken care of. I cannot say this publicly, but it's all thanks to your assistance. Allow me to again express my gratitude.
Can't believe.
That Louis is a real ace, isn't he? What amazing stunt he pulled off at the cathedral, eh? But what if he comes after our place next? Now he won't do that. Louis is on our side, mate. He's on no one's side but his own.
Say there.
Hey, you hear? It appears the incident with the human has finally been resolved. Yes, and am I ever glad about that? It's been rare to have a king with all the guards constantly around there. But now, more than anything, it's a relief that the night market is safe now. You've said as much yourself, but it's quite lonely without its liveliness. The Royal Army took back the Grand Cathedral, but I've received no word about my cousin. I've no doubt he fought honorably. He must have.
This is the pit.
You won't believe it. Apparently there's some needy scammer about town who's being a real handful. A guard just stopped me and asked if I was the crook. I'm absolutely sick of people assuming the worst of me, just because of my tribe. I asked the guard if he would have treated the songstress like that as well. Look, my apologies, kid. Didn't mean to saddle you with all that, but no other tribe would ever listen to my complaints.
Hey.
You know what I'm realizing? Waiting is its own kind of tiring. After all we did ascend the Grand Cathedral, we still didn't reach Louise, who was our true aim. When I think of Grius and Maria, I just can't stand it.
I'm sorry.
There will be time for sentiment when this is done. Ignore my ramblings.
Well.
Brigitta, you have an event?
Just you.
So it's you. You seem unscathed. So you haven't told anyone about it. So be it. You and I are collaborators now. Well, then, shall we discuss your assignment? Amen.
Now then.
Alright, come in.
Now then.
This is what I want you to handle. I want you to feed it, play with it, generally take care of it until I return.
Listen.
There's one rule, however. You cannot let anyone else find out there's a dog here. No exceptions, no mistakes. That's it. Is it actually some vicious monster?
What?
Is it actually some vicious monster or something?
No.
No, it's as weak and pathetic as it looks. Harmless. I'm sure you're aware of the anti-Igniter crowd around here. The fools who believe Igniters will destroy the world. Even beyond them, there are plenty of people in this world who would jump at the chance to do something crueler than kill me.
That's why.
This thing is a weakness waiting to be exploited, so I have to hide it. I'm trusting this matter to you. Why me? Why hide it?
Why?
Why do you want to keep it if you're forced to hide it? I could tell you it's because I like animals. It's up to you where you choose to believe that. Anyways, follow the rules I gave you. Betray me and you can be sure I'll make you and your friends regret it.
That's right.
Her name is... No, never mind. Call it what you want. I'm not really sure why, but I've been entrusted with taking care of Brigitta's dog. Seems strangely attached to you already.
I see now.
I suppose you do have some surprising skills, such as using magic without an igniter. Why do you know that? Do you look into me?
What?
Do you look into my background?
Utterly naive.
If it could impact my igniter business, it's my job to know about it. And that's not all. Word has it you and your entourage can transform your bodies for combat somehow.
Speaking of...
Long ago, there was once existed an ultimate magic. They say the hero king of legends wielded a power very much like yours. Though I sincerely doubt you'll be following in his footsteps.
You.
I'll be frank, Allegory, you're bad for business, but that is precisely why I'm going to lend you my power. I'm selling igniters because they turn a profit, but I hate the damn things from the bottom of my heart. This is a world dominated by igniters. Long as you've got the money, you've got almost all the power you want. Quite a pitch, isn't it? Those on top make a lot of profit off of bleeding the downtrodden dry. The strong get ever stronger, and the weak are only cast even further down.
As it is.
My own hands are not bloodless in that, and so I will endeavor to help you break this wretched wheel. If nothing else, it'll be amusing, no? He says Brigitta's faint expectations and trust towards me. Rank 2.
Still they oppose.
Reduce mad cost of studying merchant lineage. Nothing else. No, discount for your shop. Oh man.
Farewell.
You should go home for today. I'll give you your pay. Done already. I haven't done anything though. Okay, I think the second one is the correct one.
Huh?
I haven't hardly done any work though. You've exceeded expectations already. You've made the dog like you. Something impossible for me. We got 2,500.
See you.
Well, until next time, we'll be waiting, or at least the dog will. And I got a lot of mag for that.
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
Evidently.
A group of corpses was discovered in Tradia Desert. Travelers aiming for the royal capital, it seems.
You're right.
There's certainly a lot of monsters out there. Are they guilt-tripping me into trying to do the bounty quests first? I don't know. How tragic for them to meet their end so close to their destination.
Exactly.
We received a request at the recruitment center, did we not? Shall we slay the monster ourselves? But I'm following the schedule listed in the guide, so I will have to delay that. I hear a voice. Am I really fine with this? Strohl comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him.
Say that.
The truth is.
I'm checking to see if my contacts in the guard have any threads on Louis to pursue. Vexing through, though it is, we've not to do but wait for word. Why don't we take up a bounty perhaps, make a little extra money for our journey?
Take me for a fool.
Damn it, Louis, how dare he disgrace sanctism? He does have his defenders, though. Those tribes and pagans that abhor sanctism are truly... Best leave those people be. Only ignorant fools would feel inspired by the likes of Louis, no?
Isn't this nice?
The other day, I saw them cleaning up that monster's corpse. The whole situation was a right mess. Feels like anything can happen now, what with no king on the throne. Definitely, mate. No telling how the allied kingdoms will react. What's going to happen if another country were to attack us right now?
Who did this happen?
They say the army didn't defeat that human. Fish, look at you. Do you believe every damn lie you hear? Whatever the case, we know that humans can be killed. Humans can be killed. They don't seem like that big of a deal now, I think. You don't think so? But if they're too much for even the army to handle...
I love it. Yeah.
Oh, it's you. Saying like this puts the day of calamity in mind for me. I have an interesting rumor out of Grand Trad. I thought I might walk the streets to see what comes of it.
Aye.
If you're not too burdened, will you care to join me? Sure, why not?
Alright.
Then let's be off. I've heard tell that there are some drifters who occasionally show up on this road here. I can't help but wonder if maybe they're the people I've been looking for. Grand Trad is so full of novelty. I still can't get used to all the clamor, though. In Hylia, the town where I grew up, you could hear a pin drop by comparison. There was still the bustle of friendship and commerce, but...
But that's...
Young Master Leon, it couldn't be.
Huh?
I know that voice. Someone from your village?
Rangeeth.
Rangeeth, is that truly you? You made it out safely.
Wow.
Oh, young Master Leon, my goodness, look how you've grown. Friend of yours?
Hold on.
Truth is...
He served House Hythlodaeus when their house still stood. I never imagined I'd see him again, much less here. Rangeeth, this is Allegory. He's a friend I've recently begun traveling with.
However...
Forgive me for saying, time has not been kind to your frame, old friend. Are you eating well? How are the hours?
That's...
After a human attack, the survivors fled to the capital. No one could make a living among the ruins in Hylia, much less restore it. Most arrived here with only clothes on their backs. Their livelihoods were destroyed, and without shelter from the rain, more than a few have faded away. No, then let me help. Let me find you housing. Well, I would if I had the means. All I have left of my ability is a name alone. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Your kindness is more than I could ask for, young master. I've always said you got your heart from your parents. The only reason we're alive here today is because your parents had us evacuate to the capital. You mean to say my parents instructed you to flee here? All the more reasons I have to help somehow. Let's find a way to help. We can build some houses. Shall we take them with us?
Yeah.
Let's find a way to help.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I only wish I knew how. Who holds the authority over the area you're staying in right now? Inishkia Marquess. Lord Hydron.
I see.
A Marquess, you say? Sounds like I'll need to pay this Lord Hydron a visit. I'll see if I can negotiate the use of some vacant homes for all Hylia's refugees to live in, though I doubt my name alone is worth much in collateral. Young master, please, our woes should not be yours to shoulder. Every bear their weight, old friend. That fateful day 7 years ago, my parents acted to save as many as they could. I was just a boy, lost in panic, and I wouldn't have escaped were it not for all of you.
I'll definitely...
In other words, I'm only standing here today because of your swift action, so let me do what I can to give you peace in this new life.
Sure, but...
You honor us, still, I fear your plea may fall on deaf ears with Lord Hydron. Devoted as he would seem to the church, he has brushed me off before as backwater refuse. All more reason I should speak with him myself if that's how he sees you. Let's go talk to him. Let's go set him straight.
Strohl.
Let's go have a word with him.
Huh?
What, you're coming too? Moving forward, we'll be in no shortage of trouble. I'd rather you not have to add to my personal woes to that. That's what friends do.
It'll be fine.
We're friends, though, aren't we?
You.
Very well.
Thanks.
Either way, it's reassuring to have you by my side. On behalf of both me and my house, you have my gratitude. And feel Strohl's deep trust in me. Okay, rank 2.
I feel more courageous when I'm with you.
When Strohl attacks a human-type monster, critical rate increases. You'll buy next as well, Sir Allegory. I have no doubt the young master is in capable hands.
Huh.
Please, enough of the young master thing. We need not stand the ceremony.
Let's head back.
But have us meet Lord Hydron without delay, but the sun is going down. Let's return for now and meet with him another day. Back to Hush Honeybee.
What is it? Whatever.
Well, did you find a job? You got turned out of the tavern, didn't you? They told me no one wants some parapets touching their plates. Pissed me right off, it did. So I snuck back there and licked all their damn plates. Ooh. Aha, that's a good one. Too bad that's the one good thing to come out of the situation. Heh. For some reason, the guide says to talk to the chatty elder again. Maybe there's some kind of imagination check coming up soon. Okay, I'm glad we meet again. I believe we're in the middle of a story. We care to hear the next part.
What do you want to do?
Wait, does that mean there's a limit to how much I can listen to him if he eventually finishes the story?
My thanks.
Lovely, let's head to the tavern and I'll pick up the tale. I thought I was gonna pay for a tab, but maybe that too. Let's see, I believe we left off with my ancestor being unable to find the mysterious fairy to thank her for saving his life. We've hit a bit of a time skip here, as this next part concerns my grandfather. Bear with me. My grandfather was also a mischievous sort, and one day he too ventured into the forbidden cave and became hopelessly lost.
That's...
Wow, mischief really does run the family. So it does. Anyway, lost in the dark, what should my grandfather find? A fairy, of course. She's beautiful, just as the fairy his grandfather had described. He knew right away it was the same fairy. Again, I'm not gonna help you this time, said the fairy, rolling her eyes. My grandfather could only blur out a confused what? It was the first time he'd ever been to the cave, after all. And the fairy said, don't blame me if you get eaten by a beast. And that's when my grandfather realized. The fairy was mistaking him for his grandfather. The boy you're thinking of is long gone. I'm his grandson, he said. The fairy considered this for a moment and then said, you people die so young. The fairy let my grandfather out of the cave, like she did his grandfather before. The whole time she kept his grandfather's regrets in mind. Before she could vanish, he turned to her and said, thank you for helping my grandfather. If you're wondering if history will repeat, I doubt it. My family had to leave the village when my grandfather grew up. So I'm sure you can appreciate how amusing I found it to find the fairy here in Grand Trad. My family's fate seems to be tied to the fairies. I'm glad your family got closure with the fairy. And meeting you like this, who knows, maybe it really is fate. Okay, imagination improved.
Alright. Well then.
Time we got back to yours.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Well then.
Okay, Memorandum, huh? Fairies do not have a fixed lifespan. It's determined by their strength of will to accomplish something, such as a goal or mission. And as such, fairies can live over 100 years. Conversely, a loss of motivation can cause even the young fairies to enter lethargy not unlike sleep, and they eventually fade away. The longer a fairy lives with her intended purpose, the more prominent their intelligence and self-awareness becomes. This change can lead to personality gaps as large as those between an adult and a child, occurring over a relatively short span of time.
Oi!
Have you heard the military taking credit for the Zorba incident? Admittedly, if they hadn't, what's left of their honor would be in tatters, and it's not as though we did it for the glory. That's strange. I had both Strohl and Hulkenburg learn merchant, but for some reason Moore said, well, I see the number of archetypes you say has grown. I'm very pleased. My own research is coming along quite nicely thanks to you. It's not much, but please take this as a token of my thanks. Hero's Fruit, I see. So if you learn a lot of archetypes for everyone, you do get some rewards for it.
A new means of protection.
Okay, I need to go to the desert, but
Come on.
who knows how strong I'll be compared to the Grand Cathedral. Yeah, I need to go to the desert.
Yep.
Okay, fine, let's go. This will take up my entire day, huh? Oh, wait, what? Oh, I see, there's a little bit of a preparation area. you believe a wasteland this wild has been so close to the Grand Tradia all this time? Makes for easier bounty hunting, I suppose. We should attempt to reduce the number of monsters here for the sake of travelers that pass through this area. All set then, I'm ready when you are. But they'll always respawn, which we'll take advantage of course.
However,
I cannot overlook the fact that there are bandits here, as well as monsters. Keeping this desert safe gives me quite the headache. In any case, exterminating a few more monsters could prevent tragedy. Fewer travelers would be attacked. I'm prepared and at the ready for your command.
This place.
Give me full monsters past here. Is this where you want to explore today? Yes, we have no choice.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go. Monsters seem to be on the rise, even this close to the capital. Doesn't take long to feel like you're really in the wild.
yes.
In present times make the capital a popular travel destination. We cannot stand idly by. This bounty had apparently leased a pack of wild dogs, but something called a Manjula. Whoa.
Just a sec.
Wait, was that monster just now? That's our target. Did it approach because it sensed us?
So apparently.
Looks like it checked up on us and then ran back.
Well then.
Let's just focus on the smaller curs. It can't ignore us forever.
Yes.
So aim to lure it out. As good as plan as any, so let us be about it. But first, we need to scour for items. And hopefully not run into any high-level foes. Make bounty targets appear. Sometimes you need to kill a certain number of enemies. Once you defeat the required number of enemies, the bounty will appear. Make sure you're prepared for the real battle to begin.
Everything's pretty standard. Through them.
Right there.
Wait. Oh, I can kill the worms now. They're not too strong for me anymore.
Charging it.
Oh, right. Good. That makes my life easier. Fuck those worms.
Yep, we're safe here.
Let's
Beetle.
start somewhere safe.
Time for some close
Alright, we did it!
Oh, I hate how they're underground.
forward.
Impressive as ever.
That means I have to wait for them to actually pop out before I can kill them.
I think we're in the clear.
I imagine.
Rusted
that
armor.
you-
Nice.
There they are. Charging it. Come on. Let's push through. Come on. All right. How's that?
Man. Okay, that's one group down, but I still have to kill the other two. As long as they don't kill them too quickly, I can still grab treasure, huh? Problem is, bad stuff supposed to start spawning after I beat the boss. So that could be an issue too.
Nice.
Here we go.
Amethyst. Iron sand.
There they are. Come on. Let's push
Look
through.
at you!
All right. How's that, cat? Right there.
That was brilliant.
Come on, let me get the item.
Nice.
Here we go.
Damascus Shamshir. A great sword with no element attached to it, huh?
No. Looks like they found us.
Right there. Let's push through.
Impressive as ever.
Forward.
Very impressive.
Wait, all of the mobs respawned, even the story mobs, because I went to the save thing. Well, shit. That's a little annoying. Okay, fine. Let's just kill the hyenas for real this time.
I see the enemy. Time for some close combat. Forward. Charging it. Cat.
What?
Look.
Oh shoot! Because I kill. I see. I actually have to kill a certain number, but I don't have to kill all of them. They can actually respawn. I'd be safe. I'm sensing something huge. It's headed right for us. Seems like messing with this pack made it angry. Am I ready? Oh shit!
All right.
Finally appeared. Damn, it's huge. Between the worms and this guy, the people in the town are essentially trapped. One certainly expects peace in the desert, but for something like this to appear. No kidding, this isn't the type of fellow the city guard can handle. We've got to do something.
Stay present and
Watch
focus.
yourself. There's no mere worm or wild dog. Yeah, I can see that just fine.
Get ready.
Here it comes. Brace yourselves.
Let's go.
Hey, Blizz.
Nice.
You hit their weakness.
I shall fight as
That's
the
your
noble I
opening,
am. Are you
Captain.
prepared?
Balcry. No, if I use Skullcracker, I think I get an extra turn.
You'll be dust.
You hit their weak point.
By the
Keep it up,
sworn
Strohl.
oaths of night.
Okay. Nice protection.
Stand waiting.
I will fight by this power. Freeze!
Withdrawal!
Now use battle cry.
I stand ready.
Oh, you saw the turn. Well, since you just let's just guard.
I shall be as a shield.
Oh, you can buff to no, you can debuff.
You've got a bunch of ailments slowing you down, Captain.
Yeah, this is bad. I don't have the spell to cure that yet.
Ice!
You hit their weakness.
With these fit,
That's
no
your
holding
opening,
back!
Captain.
Yeah, let's look at stats. Actually, Strohl's fine because he has a self buff.
Take that!
You hit their weak point.
Observe
Keep
the
it up,
enemy.
Strohl.
Nice! Strike me if you dare.
Hulkenburg,
The power
your
of
attack
healing.
power's dropped.
Freeze!
With these fists, you'll be dust!
Is everyone all right? I shall defend.
Hulkenburg, your
By
attack
this
power's
power.
dropped.
Ice!
Well, that was pretty easy. Other than the debuff. Rusted weapon and bone helm.
Not bad. I feel stronger.
Okay.
I shall rise to the occasion.
You show splendid growth.
Oh, that would have helped earlier. The Kunda. Rampager Tail.
However,
This bounty had been left unaddressed. The military must be truly short-handed.
Even so.
True, and while I'm glad we can profit from it, this sort of thing really is a responsibility.
yes.
I cannot agree more. At least the threat to this area has been neutralized for now, anyway. But there's now apparently this will cause a level 40 guy to spawn, and I have to avoid that. Avoid fighting it. Absolutely, that's enough for now. Alligator, let's go report in at the recruitment center.
What do you think?
Leave it to us. Now then, shall we return to entrance? Let's keep exploring a little.
Say,
We'll keep exploring a little. Okay, but just a little. There may still be monsters around, so keep your eyes peeled. Yeah. Avoid anything that looks different from everything I've seen so far. Alright, I think I did enough grinding for now. I have like 250, almost 250k. Oh, over 250k, 254k. Yeah, that's good enough. At this point, maybe better off just heading to a new area to do my shit. Hunter Bounty, do you intend to continue exterminating monsters? I am prepared at the ready for your command, but if I go back in there now, the big enemy will spawn and I won't be able to farm monsters as safely.
Now then.
You've already got our bounty, but if you're planning on hunting a few more monsters, I'm sure I could lend a hand. All set then? I'm ready when you are.
now where
I don't know why they spawn such a big monster like that. Seriously. There's no need to do that other than just fuck with the player. Obviously, there's nowhere to take it on right now unless they're on New Game Plus.
Oh. You'll...
I bet the reason they spawn that monster there is to prevent you from trying to use the cat to respawn enemies too quickly. Since it's quicker to respawn it that way than to wait for them. Yeah, look at that. It's just running all across the field. Literally, what am I supposed to do about that? Look at the sheer distance it covers. Nowhere is safe from it. It's literally not worth it to fight it to actually farm around here anymore because this thing just spawned in. Look at it. Like, damn. Why? Why does this thing have to exist? I feel like by killing the bounty boss, we've made things worse. We've just made so that now this big over-leveled bird thing will just spawn and kill even more people than the boss would have.
Now then.
Yeah, seriously, I feel like I feel like we should not mention this. I feel like we should not mention that we just made the entire power vacuum even worse in the desert. Otherwise, they might penalize us for killing that bounty. Let's head back to the city.
Okay then.
Okay, we'll have to eat dinner though.
Got it.
Let's leave. Okay, let's go get something tasty for the rest of the group. Okay, I have a decent amount of money, so maybe I should buy something on Idol's Day, huh? Back to Grand Trad Tavern.
All right.
We're taking down the Manjula that was terrorizing the desert, so that bounty is all ours now. It's a reward in itself to know that one less threat menaces the capital. Of course, we should collect our fair compensation, as we've most certainly earned it. I'm glad we were able to help people too. Allegory, let's go report in at the recruitment center before we forget. Gordon's announcement is just around the corner. There's no point trying to predict what he's gonna say now.
True.
So it would be wise to make the most of the time we have remaining. Perhaps there are others who require aid, or we could develop our archetypes.
Guess we're split.
You know, all things considered, I think we did a great job today. Let's get some food in us and then we can hit the hay. I say we earned our rest today. Good job. Okay.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Well then.
I hear a voice. Perhaps I should discuss this with him. Yeah, I think with this I can get his class upgrade. Strohl comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him.
Save it.
Things are the same as always with Maria. If she could just keep busy, I'm sure it would help her to clear her head. Alright, since today is Idol's Day, I'm just gonna go ahead and use my earnings to buy these super rare limited items. Yeah, it's kind of expensive, but it's probably worth it, hopefully. Okay. There's also one in the weapon shop. That one's only for the Seeker, though, so it's less universally good compared to the Tuxedo.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, if only there was some kind of universal weapon, huh? That could stick on anyone.
Hello there.
Golden EP also 40k. Yeah. Strength and magic +3. They also make me ridiculously powerful as a Seeker, which is good because I think I really need to get a Seeker to rank 20 so that once I get Moore's level rank 3 event, I can immediately switch to the next class. Yes, even though Seeker is kind of a master of none. But it's still, it's a good alternative when if I end up in a dungeon where I have to fight those Go-borns, the worst mob possible for mages. Surely not. You really managed to slay a bounty. That's certainly its rampager tail. Even the military soldiers fled from it in fear. You lot are something else. If even the soldiers are scared of that, then how are we gonna deal with a giant bird outside? Here's the reward as promised. Take it. It's yours. Whatever, money's money. Honestly, easier than the Guptaros.
Alright.
Got 4 points of courage. Popularity rank.
Amazing.
That's really 10,000 reef here. I'm ready for more contracts if they pay out this well. I'm afraid you can't. I don't have any other contracts I can offer you right now. The recruitment centers and RCs should be also handle contracts. Take a look if you have a chance. Okay, let's do Strohl's event.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you. Staying put like this puts the day of calamity in mind for me. So I'm in a bit of a bind. This regards Lord Hydron, the landowner in Grand Trad my family's old caretaker mentioned the other day. Rumors say he's clever and not in the good way. I'm lost on how to approach him. Do I need to have a certain stat here, like wisdom to a certain amount? I'll go with you.
Thanks a bunch.
Thank you. Just having you by my side would be reassuring. He's a devout sanctus, so we should look for him near the Grand Cathedral. Oh, I'm not having a good feeling about this negotiation. I was told Lord Hydron comes here often. Run Q. I'm not mistaken, you're the young Lord Strohl, are you not? It's an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Hydron, but how do you know me? The area sold in the kingdom hasn't heard at least rumors of Halia's tragedy. Perhaps you've come to reflect and pray.
No.
No, I came to see you, actually. I understand full well this request may seem unreasonable, but...
Truth is,
I've come to beg the use of some of the vacant domiciles in the capital. As you know, my countrymen who fled Halia reside here, sleeping on the streets. Without roofs over their heads, they barely scrape by, and so I implore you, please consider offering your support to these fine people. He's probably going to demand quite a sum if he's feeling generous. Are you implying I should do this as some matter of charity? Am I to be compensated in any way? Odd that you would petition me on their behalf to begin with. It's not as though they are still your responsibility. Besides, is poverty not an individual's onus to bear? They were attacked and forced to flee their homes. You would still hold them responsible for the lack of means.
Yes.
So if it was cruel of them, and they could not rise above it, should they not hold themselves to higher standards? I'm afraid I'm under no obligation here. Besides, what of your own circumstances? With your parents and land gone, you have little else to anchor you. Consider restoring the glory of your house before you worry about the rabble. You're right about one thing. I was a fool to ask for your aid. Are you giving up? What about your people? Okay, any answer is fine.
what?
What about everyone from back home?
Obviously.
Don't worry, I won't abandon my people. Incidentally, do I know your compatriot from somewhere? You needn't worry about him. Besides, I must apologize for taking up your precious time today. Before I go, I would have you know that all those refugees are my people, and no matter your stance on it, I will do everything in my power to save them.
Worry not.
My good lad, I'm sure I must come across rather harshly, but it's not as though I have no sympathy for you. Abandoned by your parents, shunned by your relations, you were left to the harsh troops of the royal capital too young. It is a pity. You have terrible phrasing, yet you won't help him.
Hang on.
Maybe you should help him?
Stop.
3 points. Let's not let our tempers get the best of us. This isn't over yet.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, Rangeef. I wasn't able to persuade Lord Hydron to offer assistance. It was always going to be a tall order, but he tossed it aside, calling it personal responsibility, and that I couldn't abide.
No.
Please don't apologize. That you went to such efforts is more than we could ask.
Yes.
Besides, you needn't worry about us, young master. Your focus should rest on rebuilding your great house.
Yes.
House Hythlodaeus must rise again from the ruin that human wrought, restored to its former glory, or, I should hope, to greater heights still. I heard you've been living off the generosity of the noble families who respect your lord parents. To be brought so low can't have been easy for you. Your people only wish to see your house flourish once again. With your inheritance, you should...
Wait.
Excuse my interruption, but you just say inheritance? When the village was destroyed, I don't recall any mention of one. So you're unaware of it. I suspected as much, given our conversation the other day. Your father would have kept it separate from the estate. Of this I have no doubt, though I couldn't begin to say how or where.
Taking that into account.
Interesting. Well, if there were any clues left, I'm sure they would all point to Halia. Can you think of any leads? Let's go investigate. Can you think of any leads?
Yeah.
Perhaps, though I doubt anything survived the fire.
Hey.
Regardless, I'll make the journey back home on my own. Alright, I'll not burn you with a wild goose chase. No, we do this together.
No.
Yeah, ape strong together or something. But I sincerely doubt we'll find anything in that rubble.
Thank you.
But listen, thank you for today. I would have lost it if you hadn't been here to keep me calm. I've avoided this for too long. It's time to face the ruins of my home head on. Might I ask for your help yet again? I'm not sure I could take another step without you at my side. I can sense Strohl's deep-seated trust and burgeoning resolve. The proud noble Strohl, keeper and inheritor of the warrior's virtues.
No.
Proof I shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within Fee has come to blossom.
A new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill my destiny. Yes, now I get his
Of course I'd like you to.
higher class, adept class. Now I can say swordmaster. Yes, but it's quite expensive. I do hope you'll find the inheritance your parents left you. All they'd hoped for was that you would come into your own with a worthy house. They would be so proud of how wise beyond your years you've become. Your father especially. You're just like him in that respect. I'm not worthy to share a mention of my father, but whatever the case, I intend to honor their wishes. Pray wait my return. Strohl and I return to the others. nighttime. It's raining, so that means I could just sell mag. But I'm not sure it's worth it because I have to buy all the classes. Back at the Hush Honeybee. You know what? Hear a voice. You again. I wonder if he'll come again. If he does, Brigitta comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. Her rank-free event. You're that Igniter dude. Oh, Ellie, here. All that Grand Cathedral Tosh is cleared up now. Not really sure what's cleared up or how, though. The state army couldn't handle it in the first place. Well, as long as someone dealt with it, anyone who can protect this country, I'm fine with. Even Louis, if I'm honest. Huh. So he only shows up on rainy days, but apparently you can miss the memorandum if you if you defeat the dungeon too early, the cathedral dungeon.
Now, where was I?
Well, well.
Since the presence of a new archetype, may I see him if you have a mind to show me? Strohl. You are the only one who can become a sword master right now.
I see.
Oh, you actually lose mag if you go down this, but... Oh. And round slash is your default. Wait, wasn't that a synthesis skill for the warrior? So some of your synthesis skills actually become regular skills.
Fascinating.
The Swordmaster. This is the archetype you sense from Strohl's way of life.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is the Adept Champion, a gallant who welcomes overwhelming numbers and wins. All protect the weak. Yeah, an AoE focused type of character, huh?
Alright.
It's strange. Some games, when they give you mage and warrior classes, sometimes a warrior class will have more AoE options than a mage. Okay, yes please.
I'm counting on you.
Yes, I want to trust Strohl with this power.
Of course.
Then hear us, Obey Heart. By sure resolve and honored creed, take new form as an adept warrior. Hear voices of past hero souls. A worry heart, who tempers anxiety and the strength bearer to still. If thou art ready to bear Faisal and fight with all fine heart, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the warrior.
Yeah.
Incredible, this is the power of the Swordmaster soul. I'll show you swordplay like you've never seen. The blood that flows through my body. I'll fight my battles as a noble. Swordmaster archetype will awaken. You can now change archetypes from main menu. Okay.
A new...
Problem with the adept classes, I don't keep every skill from your previous class, so in some ways it kind of starts out weaker. Of course, you can always jump back down or just use inheritance, but still.
But why?
What you need?
There are far fewer guards here these days. Before you know it, that human corpse will be gone too. I don't know what happened, but damn, am I grateful. Now business will pick up a bit, I'm sure.
A minute.
You won't believe what I saw him set up shop. The human from the Grand Cathedral thrashing some folks. There were these people fighting it. I couldn't see them up close, but they weren't the regular army, that's for sure. They fought with a magic stranger than the human itself. They could transform into these things. I'm just trying to buy some vegetables. I didn't know they came with ghost stories.
Whatever.
The Grand Cathedral mess is all array, but my friend still hasn't come back. The army wouldn't hold a parapet. I guess it's time I give up hope. The parapet's custom us to dance through the night when someone passes away, so the person who died and we who survived won't be sad. So it's time to gather our friends and hold a funeral. I expect for this night. We'll need to dance harder than we ever have. And I always find someone new almost every day or night. It's hard to keep track of them all. The human at the cathedral, I heard about it. Suppose it's been resolved now since no one's still fussing about it. Still, it doesn't inspire much faith in the state army. The damage was already done. Maybe an odd notion, but they have resolved things quicker if Louise was leading the army, don't you think? No one's gonna point out that Louise was the one who dumped the human there to begin with?
Unbelievable. Oh, I hate the rain.
This all reminds me of the old tales I heard as a child about the legendary kings of yore called heroes. The hero kings were from an age without magic igniters, and they could wield various magic powers. I've been thinking about them since the royal funeral. If only those hero kings were here, I'm certain they'd have stopped Louise's tyranny.
Well, just you.
Ah, so it's you. You seem unscathed. Have you come to work? Of course.
Now then.
Here's the leash. Today's job is to walk it. It's been itching to get out lately. Keeps making a fuss. Walk it around the capital so it quiets down and gets the energy out of its system. You can't be seen coming in or out of here. If you know questions, then get to it. I took the dog out without anyone seeing and walked her around the capital. Seems to have taken quite a liking to you.
But
I can hear it from downstairs. Don't get it too excited. This is on you too, dog. A simple walk shouldn't be enough for you to let your guard down. Proof she's smart.
Listen.
If she's such a smart girl. It trusted you unconditionally, sight unseen, and you think that makes it smart. Sure, whatever you say.
hopeless.
I've never liked this thing, ever since the first time I laid eyes on it. It was on the side of the road, buried from the neck down, head bleeding too, probably hit by a rock at some point.
It's over.
I could have just given up and died, but looked into my eyes and whimpered. I hated the sight of it. Okay, this poor little dog?
Hmm?
You didn't feel drawn to it at all?
In those days.
I was once a stray myself. My earliest memory of fighting a dog over a scrap of meat covered in dirt, and getting bitten for my trouble. Wherever I went, I found only hunger and violence, so I robbed and stole everything and everything. I fought and I survived.
It's a living hell.
It was hell. I can't imagine, I see.
Really?
I never would have guessed to see who you are now. What am I doing, talking to a child about this?
Just a fantasy.
Just like that dog, I let my guard down like a fool. Never mind, forget I said anything. Understood.
Sure.
Yes.
Good, and while we're on the subject, word of advice.
Listen.
This world's a bottomless hell, a bog of endless muck, and if you trust another person to keep you afloat in it, you'll feel a sledge close over your head soon enough.
Don't ever forget that.
To survive, you need the strength to make your way through that muck. Nobody can do it for you, and indeed, nobody else should. You need your own strength. And I'd say that's well within your powers.
Therefore,
In addition, I'd like to provide one other reward. I'm sure you're aware there's a man in town tasked with exchanging mag obtained from hunting monsters and the like. I'll put in a word of them so they're more flexible with you, not just here in Grand Chad, but across the kingdom. You can sense Brigitta's attempts at kindness and trust. Rank 3, but I don't think that's enough for a class yet. But it does give me more skill slots. Merchant rate, improve the exchange rate of the mag exchange. Okay. Science skill. The rate
even then,
only Seeker and Merchant have gotten the extra inheritance slots so far. I shouldn't be the only one talking. You owe me some secrets of yours after all that. Greece tried to kill Louis, did he not? Then I imagine you're aiming for the same thing.
you there.
What are your true motives? What are you really aiming to do? To improve the country.
That's...
I want to better this country. Your true motives, I said, though I suppose it's not impossible you really do mean that. I can't tell what you're thinking at all, but I'll expose your true nature eventually.
I'm off.
That's all for today. Come by again when you can. I'm sure the dog will be delayed to see you. Okay, 5,000. 750 mag. Alright. I think that's the most I can squeeze out of that conversation.
The new king draws nearer.
The announcement is soon.
So Foreign's grand announcement is coming tomorrow, is it? Yeah, today was supposed to be the deadline day for fighting Zorba. What's the circulation of his going to be anyway? Wonder if he's going to make us for what we did in the Grand Cathedral.
No.
I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. Ostensibly, the state army is getting all the credit for taking down that human, after all. We shall know soon enough, so there's little point contemplating it further. Until then, let's simply do what we can as we wait for events to unfold. I think this grand announcement is happening tomorrow, but today's the last free day, huh? That reminds me, the association gave official notice to offer you a better rate on the mag you sell. I hear a voice. Accumulators to exchange. The head is as useless as this works. Use them however you see fit. Okay, it only slightly increased. Yeah, I guess it's better than before. You're a lot lucky. Grand Chad was littered with corpses until recently. Not sure how, but looks like it's all been cleaned up. Seems sort of safe for the time being. They even pacified a human. It's the capital, I suppose. If only they have protected Halia half as well. Okay, the guide recommends going for Masked Man this time.
Oh.
Greetings, Elda, but you won't see many of your tribe. Okay.
However,
Understanding different cultures and points of view might improve my tolerance. What do you want to do? Listen to him? Yeah, let's become woker.
Pleased to hear it.
Glad to hear it. Let's go somewhere somewhere to chat, shall we?
Well then.
Our tribe is called the Musari. Perhaps the most obvious part of our culture is that we wear masks, just like the one I have on right now. Next thing you'll notice, we all have free eyes.
What?
Free eyes, and that goes for every Musari. What's it like to see for you all? Our fur eye cannot see things. We see the world almost exactly as you do. However, the Musari faith is vastly different from that of our tribes. We have our own unique faith, different from the state religion, Sanctism. A religion that's not Sanctism is restricted to the Musari tribe.
Well,
Their beliefs beyond Sanctism. Oh, that was your first time hearing about it. Sanctism's definitely not the only religion in this country. Sanctism is a belief open to all. Perhaps is why at times, politics get involved and distort its doctrine. For that reason, we refrain from revealing our faith to everyone. It's our only means of keeping our doctrine the way it should be. That doesn't sound like the best solution, but I'm guessing it's complicated. Some try to spread our teachings outside the island, but things quickly grow complex, and one must tread carefully. Our tribes have a tendency to jump to conclusions. That is why Sanctism has guarded so many believers. And now we are scorned as the masked tribe. That's who we are, forever etched in our history. You taught me about the Musari way of life. I feel learning more about their existence has improved my tolerance.
alright.
Okay.
Pleased to hear it.
It may be worth telling you more. Next time I'll tell you about our basic doctrine if a chance comes. Hearing all that was intriguing. It's about time I head back to the inn. Okay. Alright, this is the last thing I can do before the big event.
So, we meet again.
Are you still interested in the Musari? If so, then I'd be delighted to tell you more about us.
What do you think?
Well, if you listen to him, your tolerance will probably improve. What do you want to do? Listen? Yeah.
I see.
Well, today I'll detail more of the faith we believe in.
Long ago.
God's messengers ruled over existence. When they perished, they conferred a holy relic into the world. This holy relic exists to this day, and has been passed down for generations within our tribe as a divine object that represents God himself. We believe that only they who wield a divine relic, the instrument of God, can truly receive the authentic teachings. One of our teachings tells us to devote our entire being to what we hold most dear. Even now, it's the core tenet of our priestess strives to embody. Tolerance increased. After listening to the man's stories and learning more about his culture.
Alright.
Okay, only 2 points. Is it enough? No. Yeah, it takes a while. I don't know how I got wisdom so quickly compared to everything else, though.
Pleased to hear it.
I believe I've told you all I can, but we Musari live all over, hiding out in various places. If you're interested, you might try letting these are Musari. Oh, I see. I might exhaust some of them, and then I have to find a different source of virtue points. Hearing all that was intriguing. It's about time I head back to the inn. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Myth for ReFantazio. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.